What did you feel when you realized you were standing still, even though you thought you were moving forward? Most people believe they are making progress. They earn more than they did 5 years ago. They have a car, maybe a mortgage, a retirement account with a reassuring number in it. On the surface, their lives seem to be evolving. They look at their lives and conclude they are moving forward. But moving forward and climbing are not the same thing. You can run on a treadmill for 10 years and never leave the room you are in. Wealth has a structure that most people cannot clearly see. This structure is not hidden. It is simply that no one has shown it to them in a realistic way. Welcome to 5 Minute Money. In the next 5 minutes, you'll learn one powerful idea that can change the way you think about money. If you find value here, subscribe for more. Now let's continue. The wealth ladder is not a metaphor, it is a map. And like any map, it is only useful when you know where you stand. When you know how to read it, it points you in the right direction. The first level is survival. At this level, income barely covers expenses. There is no margin, no buffer, no room for error. A single unexpected bill means crisis, a budget deficit that unravels everything. People at this level do not make financial decisions. They make priority decisions. Every dollar is spent before it even arrives. The goal here is not investment. The goal is stability. And at this level, stability requires a specific discipline that most financial advice completely ignores. The second level is stability. Income covers expenses with a small amount remaining. There is a buffer, thin, fragile, but real. This is where most people believe they have arrived somewhere. They have not. Stability is not security. It is the platform from which security becomes possible. The danger at this level is comfort. When the immediate crisis is gone, the urgency to change disappears with it. The third level is security. Regular saving has begun, an emergency fund is in place, debt is being consciously reduced. This level matters because it is the first time money begins to accumulate rather than simply circulate. But security still depends entirely on continued income. Stop working, and the structure collapses within months. More support is needed to hold it. The fourth level is independence. This is the first truly transformational rung. Assets begin to generate income, so in motivating, significant, even if not yet enough to live on. The relationship with work begins to shift. Work is still necessary, but it is no longer the only source. Most people plateau here, not because they lack intelligence or ambition, because the behaviors required to move from security into independence are fundamentally different from the behaviors that got them to security. They require greater awareness and consistency. The fifth level is freedom. Passive income covers basic living expenses. Work ceases to be a necessity and becomes a choice. Most people imagine this level as relaxation and luxury. It is not, it is clarity. For the first time, decisions come from choice rather than necessity. The psychological shift that happens here is more significant than the financial one. The confidence and sense of direction it provides are difficult to measure. The sixth level is abundance. Assets generate significantly more than required to live. Wealth begins to compound on its own momentum. Decisions at this level are no longer about survival, security, or even freedom. They are about allocation. Where does the excess go and to what purpose? The seventh level is legacy. Wealth has exceeded what one life can consume. The focus shifts entirely to what outlasts the individual. Institutions, families, systems. At this level, money has become a language for expressing values across generations. Most people spend their entire lives between levels 1 and 3, not because they are incapable of more, because they never stop to understand the specific barrier between where they are and where they want to be. Each transition demands different behaviors, a different mindset, a different relationship with risk and time. What works at level 2 actively prevents progress at level 4. That is why working harder rarely changes your level. Hard work is the requirement for staying where you are. Changing levels requires something different, Seeing the structure clearly, understanding what the next transition truly demands, and being willing to act fundamentally differently. Everything depends on embracing growth, consistency, and belief. The rung you are on did not choose you, but staying on it, that is a choice, even when it does not feel like one.